I just moved to Vancouver actually a month and a half ago. I used to be based in Montreal for about 8 years. I am originally from El Salvador. Immigrated to Canada when I was 11 years old with my family. My formation is in printmaking, and I think a lot of my influence comes from popular prints, the poster aesthetic that developed from printmaking in Latin America during the 80s, which is a time when there was an ideological battle between communism and the West. So I grew up in that environment, a very political environment. So I became really influenced by printmaking, and really my practice is based in drawing. But the particular aesthetic that I gravitate towards interacts with the public in some political way. This work is kind of scattered a bit. It spans 5 years of work. Mm-hmm. Each one is from a different kind of period, like from 2008 to now. A lot of my work deals with the war and conflict. I grew up during the Civil War years in El Salvador, and one of my main narratives is the memory of violence and reimagining, recycling stories that I heard growing up as a child in El Salvador. And one specifically sticks out in my mind, which is the discovery of shoes in the countryside, which was the only way to identify the missing or the dead during the war. I have some print work also, silkscreen influences, such as the dog over there, and that iconographs my past, right? My memory of that specific time period. For example, the uniforms have to be from that time period. These are the uniforms that the military used during the Civil War period. There's a lot of collage there, so there's even more layering, like using both sides of the sheet, plus layering, plus collage work on top. So it's very seamless, but I think that brings the drawing out a little more, as you said, the 3D quality to it. So on the left side, there is stop drawing animation where I've recorded the act of erasure of the human figure, and that pertains to a particular story during the Civil War, which is the massacre of the town of El Mozote. Well, it's a village, really, and so I'm just going back to that narrative, using the human body as a symbol for traumatic history. As a way to really retell that story. And I've integrated Super 8 film of the roadway leading to the town that I shot myself with my Super 8 cameras. So, and I've synchronized both of them in a way that it loops again and again and again. So, and the second one is called Dummies, which is a more playful version of just an ongoing exploration of my own lexicon of imagery, my own iconography that I have recycled, revisited over the years.